Hi, everybody, and welcome. Yay! It is the first official single release that I've ever had, and you guys are my honored guests. So thank you for being here. 8 people are here already. Welcome. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. So as you can see, we're having a party. So behind me, there are streamers. I'm wearing a hat that I got today at Target. It is, I think, a unicorn. But I just like it because it's iridescent. But either way, I'm happy that you're here. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your Monday, out of your busy schedule to come celebrate with me. Yay. And yeah, so today we are talking about, hi, mommy. Hi. Yeah, if anybody wants to say hi, you can. Yay. Hi, Jemiel. I'm happy that you're here. So what is this? So this is a release party. So literally I have released 13 projects. So that could be singles and also like albums or EPs. And I have never done a single release party. I never done a release party ever. So hi, Margot. Hello. Black American Nomad. Hi. Thank you. Yay, your party hats. Thank you. But yeah, I've never had a release party ever because I don't know. I actually don't know why. I realized that also with me releasing music. Yay. Hi, Tasha. Hi. With me releasing music, I always felt kind of awkward, just like, promoting myself. So we're doing something different today. So hi, Barbara, welcome. Yay! Happy to see your beautiful faces in virtual spaces. Thank you for being here. So yay! Oh, Marquita, thank you for coming. Yay! All right, so it is November. Oh, Marquita says hi, mommy. So it is November, and yesterday was Halloween, of course. And so when I think of Halloween, I think of fear. And the song that I released today is called Right Here, and it's a song about fear. It's a song about just that. But before we get into the song and the specifics, I should introduce myself for those of you who are just coming in. Welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Alecia Renece. That is my first and middle name. I am a singer-songwriter. I make content. I podcast. I write. And I create, and the point of my creations mostly are just like encouraging and loving on people. That's mostly what you'll see when you listen to my music. You'll hear, or see like in my photography. I'm also a photographer. I don't know if I said that already. But yeah, I do a lot of things, but the whole point is I want to love on people through my art. And so that's what I aim to do. You are my guest of honor tonight. Yay. Hi, Marcus. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see you guys. Nidra says, hi, I'm Nidra with a short E, or Nedra, excuse me. Nedra with a short E, and I have been enjoying the podcast and videos for a few weeks. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, and so you all are my guests of honor, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. But first things first, so the rules here are basically just to have fun. So you are my guest of honor because I'm here to celebrate you. Even though I released a song, that's wonderful. The whole point of the song is to encourage you. So yay. Yay. Hi, Brother Marcus. Oh, hi, Michael. Hi. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So this is supposed to be fun. We're all just, chilling. Hopefully you have a drink that you want to drink. Food maybe that you want to snack on, some snacks. I don't have any hors d'oeuvres here, but I hope that you have something at your house. Today I will be drinking peach flavored apple cider. It's my favorite. So yay, I'm excited about that. And we're just gonna celebrate. I'm also gonna be doing some raffles. So you could win a t-shirt, you could win a book, you could win a song, you could win something from me. So yay. And also you'll have the opportunity if you want to share things about you, to share your stuff. Because like I said, this is a celebration for all of us. Yay. All right. So why a party? So I have notes, y'all, because I want to stay on track. So why a party? Oh, hi, Matthew. Hola. So yeah, this is my brother, y'all. So why am I having a party? Like I said, I have never held a party for music ever. Hey, I've never held a party. I actually want to show y'all how many songs how many projects I've actually put out there because yeah. And I realized that it was a problem, right? It's a problem because I'm not showing my stuff, not because of, I guess, I forget or whatever. It's really because of fear. Like I'm afraid if I put myself out there, I'm going to be seen. If I put myself out there, people are going to be able to like, rate me or, figure out like, is she talented? Is she not? You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to be able to like critique me and really see like, oh, I don't know. Like she calls herself a singer. Like, can she really sing? And there is something to that because I feel like there is something called false humility that a lot of us hold, especially as like Black folks. I'm just be honest. A lot of us feel like, oh, I can't, I can't talk about what I'm doing. I can't talk about my accomplishments because that means I'm bragging or I'm being conceited or arrogant or whatever it is. So we downplay the things that we get done. We downplay the things that we accomplish. And also because I think culturally, like we're so focused on going to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're so focused on like, oh, I got this done. Now I got to go to the next thing. You know what I mean? So I want to take time like to make sure that I'm celebrating myself. Yes. And I'm standing in me celebrating myself, as awkward as it feels. And also that you're celebrating yourself as well. So yay. I love all y'all talking to each other in the chat. I love it. Yay. It is a party tonight. And I love that. Hi Joshua. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yay, mommy. All right. Oh, here we go. Marcus, yes. Elbow cough. Hi, Day. Hi. Shanice, thank you for being here. All y'all came out. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all make me feel so happy. I'm like blushing and happy. So yes, no, I appreciate that. Thank you for celebrating me. I do appreciate that. I don't take that for granted. I really don't. Yes, party. Okay, so let me show y'all before I get distracted. Let me show y'all how many songs I put out there, excuse me, that I have not shown. Okay, here we go. So this is my Bandcamp page. This is where you can buy my music if you want to purchase it. No pressure at all. I thought it was a dab. Oh, it's a dab. Okay, I'm sorry, not elbow cough. I mean, isn't that the same thing though? I thought it could be the same thing. Anyway, I don't know about that life, but anywho, so these are the songs that I put out there, the projects I put out there. So this More Than You Think came out in, what year is this? More Than You Think, 2015. So 2015, I put out my first song officially, and that was done with the help of Jamile. So shout out to Jamile. And since then, I have been putting out projects, and I've never like I've shared it like when it came out, but I've never done something like this. So anyway, let's talk about humility, right? So humility, I think it's possible to be humble but still celebrate yourself. Oh, y'all talking to each other. I love it. Now I'm like throwing off my notes. It's okay. We're just gonna vibe. Okay, so this party, I literally came up with this party idea on Friday. The song was released on Sunday, and I said, you know what? I probably should do something. And so this is why we're here. So like I said, you can be really focused on doing the next thing that you forget to celebrate yourself. Hi. Hello, cousin. It's good to see y'all. Yay. It's really hard to celebrate yourself, especially when you're on to the next thing, like I said. And so even this idea of like celebrating yourself, we feel like we have to celebrate like huge accomplishments, right? We have to celebrate graduating or getting the job or getting the, I guess like, if you're climbing the corporate ladder, like getting the promotion, getting the car, right? But we're not even celebrating the steps that it takes for us to get there. We're always waiting to be looked at as valid to celebrate ourselves or to be validated somehow, like through our actions. And so I think that sometimes we look at small things, like literally small things and small steps that we take as something like not important, right? It's something that we shouldn't even, because it's something that we have to do, but we don't have to do it. Like honestly, I'm just gonna talk like I'm stuttering, y'all. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but I'm nervous. But as someone who struggles with depression, I've learned to celebrate every single step, because some days you don't feel like getting out the bed. Some days you don't feel like doing much of anything. So when I'm actually able to have a great day or to, cook a meal or, shower, bathe, that kind of thing, I celebrate myself. Like, I'm like, you know what? I do good things. And sometimes those things turn into trips to Target or, just hanging out with my friends, watching television, because we can work ourselves down to the bone until we feel like, we're literally just here to be a machine. We talked about that extensively here on this channel. We talked about that, about even slavery mindset, how we're always programmed to keep working, to keep doing. We have to do more, acquire more. And we're never satisfied. We're never content. We're not happy. And I want to make sure that even in this moment for my music, it's messing up. But if you can still hear me, I hope you can still hear me. I pray. But even in this moment, I want to make sure that me it's recognition or of the year, whatever it is, whatever award, I still want to make sure that I'm celebrating myself. So yay. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. I don't know. The internet is acting up. Of course, I want to act up right now. Yay! We moved 100. Welcome, welcome. I hope y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. Type something in the chat for me so I know that you're here, please. I hope. I hope. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. I think we're back. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. The internet's acting up. Of course, everything that could go wrong can happen, but hopefully y'all are still here. Hopefully you can still hear me. Um, Let me know if you can. Okay. Yay. Okay, cool. Looks like y'all are still here. Appreciate you. So yeah, so anyway, we're back. Thank y'all. Okay, cool. All right, so what was I saying? What was the last thing I said? I'm just gonna go reiterate my point. My point is that we're so used to making huge changes, celebrating huge milestones, but we don't celebrate the small things that get us there. We don't celebrate, like if you run a marathon, you don't celebrate the fact that you run every single day to practice for that marathon. Or, if you're cooking a meal, you don't celebrate the fact that you took culinary classes. Or, if you got the job, you didn't take into account the fact that you know what I'm saying, like typed up the resume, like whatever the thing is that got you to the huge place. I do feel like it's still important to celebrate the small steps. And like I said, as a person who struggles with depression, like I was saying, I've learned to have grace with myself, to be patient with myself, to celebrate. And like I said before we disconnected, even if I never win a Grammy, if I never get voted like video of the year, if I never get, the recognition and accolades that the world said that you need to be validated, I'm valid. Like, I'm good. Like, I want to make sure that I'm in a place where I can stand and be like, you know what? I like the art that I make. I like the music I make. I like how my music makes other people feel, right? I'm enough right now. I'm enough today. Again, like I said, even if I never get these awards. And yes, it would be wonderful if I got them awards, but I'm not going to wait until somebody else celebrates me. I'm going to celebrate me. So that's why we're doing this. Like, that's why we're here. So I don't want you to wait until someone gives you a pat on the back or tells you that you're validated or tells you that you're enough. Because people will change their minds about you all the time. People will, be flaky. The means in which they dictate whether people are worthy or not change. And so we don't want to base our worth off of what other people say. It's nice. It feels good when it's positive. It hurts. It sucks when it's bad. But ultimately, how we feel about ourselves, it shouldn't change. And so that's why we're having a party, like I said. So yes. All right. So it's okay to celebrate yourself. Like, you're not arrogant. I forgot how this felt as a child around my neck. But you're not arrogant if you want to celebrate yourself. You're not arrogant because you think you did a good job. Like, and also understand, me and my cousin were talking about this earlier, like, just because somebody, okay, you can put in all your effort, right? And somebody could still say it wasn't good enough, right? And so some feedback should be taken into consideration, especially when you're dealing with like matters of the heart or how people feel about you, that kind of thing. Like if you're hurting their feelings, X, Y, and Z. But for some people, you'll never be enough, right? You'll never be enough. And so instead of killing yourself, trying to be enough for these people who ultimately, honestly, couldn't care less about you, I think it's really important, one, like to care about yourself, but also have people around you who really do care about you. So, and y'all are here, so I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate y'all a lot. But yes, Nedra, we need to celebrate the small steps. Absolutely. Small steps. So again, this tonight is my Grammy party. Welcome. They don't know who I am, but I'm happy that you are here. And so I want to ask you if you would do me the honors of sharing something that you're proud of today. So earlier today on my Instagram, I asked people what they're proud of themselves for, what they're celebrating themselves for. And let me actually pull up Instagram because that's where I posted it. And I want to shout out some people who shouted out themselves. So, I think it's really cool. Yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for loving my work. I appreciate that. Hi. Welcome. Yay. Thank y'all for being here so much. Okay. So let's see. So I asked the question, what scary things have you accomplished or overcome? And I want y'all to celebrate yourselves, right? So what scary thing have you accomplished or overcome? And so it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be oh, I won a Grammy, right? It could be I don't know, I took myself shopping today. Literally it could be, I had the hard conversation with somebody. It could be I quit my job. Somebody said, a lot of people said they quit their job today, actually, which I think is great because I'm all for people leaving horrible situations. Sometimes a check is not good enough. It's just not worth your stress, your time, your energy. It's not worth it. But yeah, so here we go. Janefa, shout out to you. So she launched her website and she's pitching for her coaching business. So shout out to you. She also went live on IG for the first time. So we are live right now. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of, nerves that get in the way. But it's I really celebrate her for being able to do that. Tiffany says she's debt free from student loans. Girl, I'm trying to get like you. And 1 year of having a nonprofit. So shout out to her. I appreciate that. Somebody else said they started recording content. Jamal said he started recording content that he's been sitting on. Tasha, shout out to you. You're here. She's rebranding in general. She finished a book, walked away from an employer where she was not valued. And for that, yes, go where you're valued. Don't stay somewhere just because of a check. And I understand that's coming from a place of privilege for some people. But I do feel like sometimes the bag is not worth the stress. I'm just going to be honest. Yay. La Artisant. Please correct me if I'm saying that wrong. Hello, Alicia. Hi. This is Miss Denise. Hi, Miss Denise. How are you? Thank you. It's good to see you. Black Butterfly says, I'm proud of myself for decluttering my physical space while also decluttering my mental, emotional, and spiritual space. Also, I'm slowly letting go of perfectionism and fear of failure. Yes. Shout out to you. That's exciting. And we're going to talk about fear in a second. Yeah, we are going to talk about fear because that's what the song is about. And then I'm going to play the song for you. We're going to do some raffles. Y'all, I need to share this with you guys. I'm sorry. So we're going to do some raffles. Let me share the link with you so that you can click it, enter the raffle, and then at the end, I'm going to be sharing who won. So yeah, it's really that simple. All you got to do is just fill it out. So let's see, copy, paste. And if you don't want to lose this page, just press Control before you click the link. Control and the link, and it'll pop up in a different screen. Okay? Yay. All right. So I'm proud of you too, Black Butterfly. Thank you so much for sharing that. Decluttering feels amazing. I love giving stuff away. I do. It just helps you feel more free. Decluttering your mind too. I've been doing that a lot, trying not to take in so much content. We're always attached to our phones, the computer, all this stuff, and we're taking in all this stuff, and we have to declutter our minds and all this other stuff. So shout out to you. Fear of failure, and perfectionism, right? So one of the reasons, like I said before, I've never had something like this is because I feel like it has to be perfect. It has to be the perfect album, the perfect song, the perfect party. And so none of that is happening. COVID is still real. We can't really have the party that we want to have. And again, the stuff in process is still worthy of being celebrated. So I feel you on that. I do. I really feel you on that. Okay. So let's talk about fear for a second. And then we're going to do oh, yay. Hi, Annie Jackie. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Okay. Oh, no, I need permission. Okay, let me try it one more time. See. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to try to fix the link, but I'm going to talk about fear while I'm fixing the link, okay? Let's see. Tell me if this link doesn't work. Actually, hold on. Settings. We'll figure it out in a second. But let's talk about fear. Fear is well-wishing. I've said this before. Fear is not a bad thing. I know a lot of people want to be fearless, but I don't think being fearless is a good thing. I feel like there are people who are actually fearless and they need help, right? Like people who don't have fear, that's not natural, it's not normal. And so a lot of people seek help because they're not afraid of anything. And so we've all seen it. We've all seen, people who are just like making reckless decisions and not being wise, and they're just doing crazy stuff. Fear is there to keep us safe. Fear is there to stop us from dying, right? Fear is there because we all have a fear of like, let me not burn my hand. Or, when you look at babies, for example, babies are pretty much fearless. They're fearless. They do wild things. Like they jump from sofas. They're flipping all over the place until they know what pain feels like, until they know what rejection feels like. Like they're open and they're open and vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. They're vulnerable. And so when the child learns like, oh, when I touch this hot thing, okay, that hurts, right? So I'm afraid of hurting, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Like I remember, and I'm sure my mom remembers this, she told me not to touch her hot curlers, and I did. I just went for it, and I just remember the pain, the searing pain. I couldn't have been, how old, Mom, if you're here, if you know how old I was, tell me. It was a long time ago, and I was really, really young, and from that moment, like, that fear set in. Oh, I don't want to touch hot things. So fear is not bad, right? But the problem happens when we allow fear to control our lives, when we allow fear to stop us from doing the things that we know we can do, that we know that we want to do, right? And so the thing is, fear is trying to protect us from dying. That's the goal, right? I was 2. I remember that day vividly, or that moment vividly. I don't remember a lot of things surrounding that situation. Like I couldn't remember what happened during the day, but I remember that. Like that will be forever seared, literally, seared in my mind. But from that moment, again, I learned that I didn't want to touch hot things. And so, I feel like when we, the older we get, the more fearful we seem to become. We're more afraid of people's, rejection or their judgment, or fear of failure, fear of looking like a fool, fear of looking dumb, fear of people not taking us seriously, fear of, someone saying that we're not talented, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of abandonment, right? Fear of rejection, like I said before. And all these fears I struggle with, like literally all of them I struggle with. Like, and people have commented and said like, oh my gosh, like you're so fearless and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no, I have fear. I'm scared. Like I was scared. I'm not scared right now. I'm fine right now. But at the beginning of this, I was like hyperventilating. Jamal had to play music for me. Marcus texted me earlier. My mother called me. Like I was nervous. And so, but I realized like in my mind, in that moment, you should ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? Like, the worst has happened, right? We've lost connection. Stuff isn't working. The links aren't working, and did I die? I sure did not. Will I live to face another day? Lord willing, yes. Like, I'm not going to not do the thing just because of something bad could happen, because it has already happened, And so sometimes when I have those fears, I ask myself, like, again, what is the worst that could happen to me? What is the worst that could happen to me? Ariel, hi. She said, it's giving confidence. Well, thank God. Thank God it's giving confidence. I feel good now. I feel good. A lot of the energy that I give out in the beginning is like adrenaline, because it's like fear. And now like I feel, okay, I'm comfortable. Like no one is, saying you suck, I hate you. And also a thing about that, I actually am more afraid of having friends and family see me than strangers. I know it's weird. A lot of people are the opposite way, but I think it's because like friends and family I see all the time. And so I'm like, oh my God, are they judging me? Like if they see me do the thing, like it feels like you're seen, you're vulnerable, like you're not hidden anymore. When I was a kid, I was very, very shy. I still am shy. I was very, very shy until I feel safe with other people. And so when I feel safe with you, that's when I open up. That's when I say things. That's when I talk. But if I don't know you like that, I was not, when I was a kid, I was not trying to talk to you. I didn't want you talking to me. I didn't want to feel seen. You know what I mean? Yay. Yes. Hi to all the friends and family in the chat. And so as I got older, I realized, okay, there are things that you have to do. Like you have to talk to people, you have to engage. And so since I had to do that, I was like, okay, well, let me just try to put my best foot forward. You know what I mean? And so some people can mistake me putting music out there or putting podcasts or videos out there as me being like fearless. And I'm not fearless. Bravery is not the lack of fear. It is not the absence of fear. It is literally you doing the thing even though you're still scared. It's literally you being like, fear, I feel you, I hear you. However, like I'm still going to be doing this thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like fear is still a friend. Fear is not a foe. Fear is not something we should try to get rid of. Fear is something we should try to understand. Like, what is my fear trying to save me from? when I'm afraid to do something in front of other people, I'm afraid of rejection. Fear is trying to protect me from having my feelings hurt, because I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive. My friends and family will tell you. I'm very sensitive. And I don't make apologies for it now. I used to, because I used to feel like it was such a burden. But now I'm like, that's my superpower. And so because I know that I'm sensitive, my fear is trying to be like, girl, if they say something bad, you're going to be crying about this for 5 days. You know, like, or if they say something horrible to you, you're going to be marinating on this for like forever, because you value other people's opinions. You value them. You know what I mean? And so even in spite of that, I'm like, okay, but is their opinion worth more than me wanting to create? And Jamal literally had to ask me that question. Here we go again. But Jamal literally had to ask me that question when I told him that I was afraid of doing something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Hopefully you all can still hear me. If not, just let me know. But either way, so he asked me in a moment of fear and yes. Erica said, don't apologize, you're a Black woman in America. I appreciate that. That's real. That's real. I appreciate that. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you for that. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. If you can, please like leave a comment or something. It's always like when I'm on a roll and I just want to start acting up. Okay, you can still hear me. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. So yes, bravery is doing the thing even though you're afraid. Bravery is making a decision to be like, okay, I have to think with my sober mind, like, what is the worst that can happen to me? And is what the worst that can happen to me, like, does that outweigh what I want to do? So again, Jamal was talking to me when I was afraid, and he was saying, like, is your fear more important than what you want to do? Is your fear more important than your art? Or is your fear more important than whatever I was doing? And in that moment, I had to say, no, it's not more important. Like, what's more important is that I get this thing out there, because there is a fear of putting something out there and like wondering how it's going to be received. But there's also like the fear that I have of regretting, the fear I have of not doing, the fear I have of, dang, I should have done that and saw what happened, right? And so I think for me, I think we're coming back. I think the internet's coming. But I think for me, I would rather, and we're back. Okay. I think for me, I would rather be afraid in the moment and get it done than look back on that situation and be like, dang, I should have done that. You know what I mean? Like that regret, like that regretful feeling. I don't like that. I don't want that. I want to try my things, and no, everything might not work. Some things might fall off. Some things might fail. Some things might not turn out the way that I want them to turn out, but it was a thrill. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to try. So yes. Barbara says she is celebrating saying no. It's difficult not to say yes to requests from family and friends, but because of health reasons, I can now say no. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you did need to wait for health reasons to say no. But yes, no, like somebody said, I've heard this phrase a lot, like no is a complete sentence. Like, no, thank you. Or not today. Or I'm sorry, I wish I could. However, like I don't have the capacity, right? Like that's a very formal work speak for like, no, I can't do that. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was too. That's crazy. Thank you. And hearts to you. Excuse me. Tasha says, I can totally relate, Alicia. Yeah, I'm very shy. I get nervous. I get nervous in front of people, especially when it's like performing or like being the center of attention. I'm sweaty. I'm like shaking, it's just really weird. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes. Superpower. Absolutely. Sensitivity is my superpower. Like there are so many benefits to sensitivity that I feel like this world, and I've talked about this before, but this world this world does not like being vulnerable, right? In the culture we live in, it is not looked well on to be sensitive. You're supposed to be tough and nothing's supposed to get to you and let it roll off your back. Sticks and stones may break your bones. Sticks and stones may break your bones. Words may never hurt. That's not true. Words hurt. It is painful. Like it sucks. And I really feel like a lot of people are surviving. And so they feel like, I can't let this show that this hurts me. I can't let this person know that they hurt my feelings, because then I look weak, right? But I feel like, again, it takes strength to be vulnerable. It takes strength and bravery to be open. And what you said hurt my feelings. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? Like that takes vulnerability. Like you have to be strong to be able to do that. So I'm no longer calling sensitivity a weakness. Okay, I'm calling sensitivity a strength. I do. I think you have to be sensitive to be resilient. You know what I mean? So, or be compassionate, or to be caring, kind. Look at the artists, the activists, like all these people are sensitive. They have to be sensitive to somebody, you know what I mean? To make these changes in the world. So anyway, yes, I appreciate that reminder. Thank you. Marquita said exactly. Yes. Ariel said, I post and go to bed. It's above me now. Absolutely. You post the content, the video, the TikTok, the Instagram, the song, and leave. I literally do that too. Marcus says, that's me all day. I don't have the capacity. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, DJ Revolver. Big Cush checking in. Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Black Butterfly says, I'm with you. LOL. I'm very sensitive and I love it. Same. People will call you too sensitive until they call on your sensitivity and empathy to get through life. Gotta love it. That is so true. That is so true. People who look down on people who are sensitive, they need their sensitivity. Like they need that person's sensitivity. So it's like, lean on them, as they can. Black American Nomad says, standing up for your needs and setting boundaries is hard in our culture because we are taught to be submissive to the systems that exploit us. That's real. That's so real. Like we look down on people who, and we've talked about this before, but we look down on people who, buck the system. Like people who want to do weird things. We're like, why do you want to do that? That's not what people do. That's not what you should do. And it's like, who said I should do anything? Like who said I should go to college? Who said I should, X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? But it's a system that it has been sold to us and we think that that's the only way to do it, but it's not. Okay. So fear, like I said, is not a bad thing. Fear is well-wishing. Fear is beautiful. It is, important. It is an imperative thing to your survival thing. It's an imperative. It's important feeling, whatever it is. It's a survival tactic. And so the fear that you fear is not bad. The fear that you feel is not bad. It is how you respond to that fear that is either that has good outcomes or bad outcomes. You know what I mean? So Ariel says people perceive sensitivity as weakness and it's the opposite. Thank you. Exactly. It takes strength to be sensitive. Okay, I'm going to say this. And I've said this before in like a video I posted about sensitivity. But when you think about sensitivity, like that means that you're open to everything. I feel everything, right? Like I feel what you're saying, even when you're not saying it. I feel the anger. I feel the happiness, the joy, right? The love. Like when I feel things, I feel them in a big way, like in a big way. So if I'm if I'm happy, I'm really, really happy. If I'm sad, I'm really, really sad. And, a lot of people have been telling me growing up, like, stop being so sensitive, grow thicker skin, let it roll off your back. God did not design me that way. I am not built to be non-sensitive. And I also think about hands, like calluses on hands. And I've said this before, when you're young, like when you play on the monkey bars, you get calluses on your hands, right? Because of going something over and over and over again. Like your skin gets thick. But then that thickness gets heavy. So in the same way, I feel like a lot of people who say that they're not sensitive, some people just aren't as sensitive, but I also feel like some people are sensitive, but they're trying to protect themselves by putting a coating around themselves or a callus around themselves and saying, I'm not sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I don't know why you're so sensitive, but it's like, but you are. You're just afraid to be sensitive. And I get it because people suck. Like people can be very, very mean and it hurts. It's very painful. And so when you're being rejected or being treated poorly. And so for a lot of people, that is their survival tactic. So I'm not going to knock it if that's how they want to carry themselves. But for me, I'm going to wear my sensitivity on a sleeve. I don't feel like I have to hide myself. Why do I have to hide my emotions? Why do I have to hide how I really feel? Especially if I'm around people who I feel safe around. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to do that? And I'm grateful because like the people that I am around, my loved ones, they don't make me feel like something's wrong with me, that I'm broken because I'm sensitive. They're like, oh, that's just who Alecia is. You know what I mean? Like, and we move on. You know what I'm saying? So Shani says, amen. Yes. Fellow sensitive person out there. Absolutely. Okay. So now we are actually going to do what you all came here to do and to hear the song for those of you who have not heard it. Then after the song, I'm actually going to have like a Q&A and then like, I guess a toast. And then, like I said, while the song is playing, I'm going to work on the link to make sure the link can work for this raffle. If it doesn't work, I'll figure out a different way to do it. I'll figure out something else. We'll figure out something. Okay. Black Butterfly says, sensitivity is so critical to being an artist. Different touches, colors, tones, textures, etc. Create different sounds and imagery. Sensitivity creates a fuller perspective of the vibrancy of life. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And I couldn't say it better. I agree 100% with this. So let me set up the song. Give me 1 second. And hopefully the internet will come back full speed. All right, I think we're getting better. But yes, let me set up the song for you guys. Give me 1 second. And I still want to hear like what you guys are celebrating yourselves for. So we have Saying No from Barbara. Yes, we have We have Black Butterfly. I would love to hear what you all are proud of yourselves for. Even if it's just getting through another day without quitting your job. I'm down to celebrate that too. So give me 1 second. All right. Share screen. So it's going to get meta in a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. You're going to be able to see everything. Pause the background music. All right, share screen. Ooh, this is like choking me. Share system audio, okay. Okay, friends, I think you should be able to see my Spotify. If you want to follow me on Spotify, you can. I'll share all the links to all the things too. But first, here is Right Here. And let me mute myself and I'll play the song for you all. Y'all can see everything. Okay. All right, here we go.
What exactly can you take from me? I let you love me and though I am free. I thank the Lord for helping me to see that I ain't got nothing to fear. I admit that I fear abandonment. That's why I'm not always so confident. But I know this is medicine.
Okay, apparently it's echoing, I think. Is it echoing? Echo? Okay, there's an echo. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me try to, give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to remove myself and see if. Okay, we're back. Yeah. Aww. Now she's looking around for me. The cat. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse the echo. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the mic was off, so I'm gonna remove myself though from the screen so that you all can hear it, hopefully. So we're gonna try this one more time. So give me 1 second. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all patience. I appreciate you so much. Let's see, share screen. Entire screen. Share audio.
Don't share audio.
Don't?
No.
Okay. So we're not going to share audio. Thank you, Jamal. Shout out to Jamal for being... Okay. Tell me if this works.
What exactly can you take from me?
Is it not working? Oh, yay. Okay.
I let you love.
All right. I think it's working, y'all. Okay, now I'm gonna just remove myself. So thank you guys. And shout out to Jamal. Yay for helping me out. Okay. Soundman. Okay. All right, here we go. Y'all should be able to hear it now. Actually, I'm gonna move over here. No, I'm just let y'all, because that's meta. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna mute myself and enjoy the song. Thank you.
What exactly can you take from me? I let you lock me in, though I am free. I thank the Lord for helping me to see that I ain't got nothing to fear. I admit that I fear abandonment. That's why I'm not always so confident. But I know this gift was heaven sent. And the giver is always here. Should I not create because I'm scared? Should I quit when I feel unprepared?
Sorry, y'all. We're here. It's getting fast. Okay, I think we're getting back. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, wait. No, I'm not sorry. Okay, I apologize though. For the mix up. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go to bandcamp.com and I'm gonna try to play it through here. Right here. Hopefully it'll let me play it. Okay, it should. And let me remove screen. Share screen. You don't think it'll do like if I do like one thing?
What do you mean?
Like share the screen.
You can share the screen, just don't share the audio.
Just don't share audio.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Share. Okay, cool. All right, so we are here. And let's see if this works better. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, I really want y'all to hear it. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna try one more time. Ready? So you can tell me if it sounds bad. Okay, let's see.
What exactly can you take from me? I let you lock me in, though
It's good. Okay, so apparently there's like a few seconds delay. So like I'm asking Jamal for like real time. Like, does it work? All right, so I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna be quiet. And hopefully the internet doesn't act up, Lord God, please. Okay, and here we go. All right.
What exactly can you take from me? I let you lock me in, though I am free. I thank the Lord for helping me to see that I ain't got nothing to fear. I admit that I fear abandonment. That's why I'm not always so confident. But I know this gift was heaven sent. And the giver is always here. Should I play it safe right here. What is the worst that can happen to me? I fail, I fall for all to see. I'd rather try at bravery than not to try at all. Should I not create because I'm scared? Should I quit when I feel unprepared? Should I live my life controlled by fear and play it safe right here? They may not believe, but who cares what they think? At least you're in the ring, you're a brave one. They may not understand, may lend no helping hand, but they're watching from the stands. You're the brave one. You're the brave one. You Should I not create because I'm scared? Should I quit when I feel unprepared? Should I live my life controlled by fear and play it safe right here? Should I not create because I'm scared? Should I quit when I feel unprepared? Should I live my life controlled by fear? Or start brave right here?
Yay! It played. Thank God. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I was so nervous. I was like, please God, please don't let it mess up in the middle of this song. Congrats, Alicia. I'm late to the party, but sending love. Thank you. And you're not late. You're just on time. You're right on time. Yay, Shanice. I'm glad y'all enjoyed this. I appreciate that. I do. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you, Cousin Mike. Yay. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to have like a Q&A session. So I hope that you all could hear the words to the song. It's really important to me that you all heard the words to the song. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you, Marquitas. Black Butterfly, that song is a whole anthem. Awesome. That makes me happy. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all so much. So now we're going to add to the stream someone who actually played a huge part in this song. It's the person who mixes and masters all my music. And he also encourages me to keep going when I be wanting to quit. And he's literally the one who talked me into doing this too and not canceling. No joking. I'm kidding. But anyway, it's my husband, Jamile. Let's see if we can add you to the stream.
Oh my
Yay! Gosh. You got a party hat too.
I do.
Awesome.
I told you I hate these things, these strings.
I know. It's like
cuts into your skin.
Yes, it does. I forgot about this as a child.
It's not.
But yes, welcome. Let's see if we can get you. Bam. Okay.
Hi,
so
everybody.
Your face. Yay.
This is actually kind of embarrassing looking.
That's all right.
I do it for love. Do it out of love. Oh my God.
Club sirens.
Yeah. No.
Yes,
great
Hat.
job.
Yes.
Great job, Darby.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, and good job for you as well. Like you're the one that allows like the sounds to actually come through so people can actually hear what I'm singing. So that's a huge deal. Thank you. Yay.
Yeah, no problem.
Mom,
I'm glad I could help. Hi, everybody.
Appreciate it. So yes.
Yeah. No, I'm glad I can help because I mean, I'm sure like a lot of your friends and family know already that you're amazingly talented and gifted in what you do, and this blessing that God has given you to be able to help other people. And I think the song is, as everybody just heard, is just absolutely beautiful and actually very, very encouraging. And one of the first questions I have is like, just out of curiosity, I guess, is like, it seems like this song is rightly placed for the season that we're all in. Like, last year was crazy and we're still like dealing with the aftermath of last year. And I think a lot of people are kind of moving and operating actually in fear right now because of everything that's going on, whether it's health wise or finances or anything politically. There's so much going on and the world just feels like a fearful place. But this song is very encouraging. And so I just want to know, like, was there one thing or one moment that really inspired you to want to like share this like anthem of encouragement to people?
So that's a good question. So I wrote this song a few years ago. So this is like pre-COVID, everything. But it was really like, it really started from like journaling. Like I was like, I was afraid. And so I'm just like, I don't want to do these things because I'm scared. And so in my mind, like that question is like, should I not create just because I'm scared? Should I not do the thing that I want to do just because I don't have all the answers right now? Should I like wait? You know what I mean? So, and it's like that question that you posed to me, like, does the fear outweigh what you want to do? And it never does. But in the moment, it feels like it does, right? Because like when you're afraid of doing something, it can feel monumentous. But like once you're doing it, it's like, oh, okay. Like, like it's better. And I'm glad that I did this thing. You know what I mean? So it wasn't necessarily one moment, but I feel like it was a mindset that I think I had. Like I was like, I don't want to do it because I'm scared. I don't like that. I don't like being scared. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question.
No, yeah. I mean, we're just conversing. I don't, I got ain't no right or wrong answers or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like in your musical journey, because you mentioned earlier when you were leading up to playing the song, you were talking about how a lot of people from the outside looking in see you as this super brave, artist unicorn that does all these things, and like it's just absolutely amazing. But like for you, and as I've had the privilege and honor to see in the background, it don't always pan out that way. Like like you're like overwhelmed. But like, what's one thing that continues to help you conquer those fears, like over and over and over again? Because the thing is, you keep showing up. It's not like you mentioned that you had 13 different projects or different pieces of art that you've created. You didn't stop at 1. You didn't stop at 3. You made it to 13, and I know you're going to make it, further on. So like, what is that thing or maybe tool or something that you use that maybe you could share with other people that helps you to conquer your fears as you continue to create?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit now.
A little bit now.
Yeah.
I might just turn to my hotspot. You can hear me though, right?
I can. It's breaking up a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'll say, like, as the internet is doing its thing, if anybody else has any questions, go ahead and toss them in the chat. And also for those who are on there, who are watching live, please like and share and subscribe, to continue to help Alecia with all of her art and all the things that she's doing. More subscriptions and subs and likes helps her to get found and seen on the internet. So please like, share, and subscribe to continue to support her art and everything that she's doing.
I think I'm coming back.
I think you're back.
Okay. I think we're back. Thank you. I didn't hear the beginning of what you just said, but I think you plugged, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you were saying what? Okay, so what helps me keep going?
Yeah.
Practice. I know that, like, literally, I feel like bravery is like it's a muscle, right? I feel like bravery is a muscle. I feel like much like anything, if you don't use it, you lose it, as they say. And so I feel like if you don't get out the bed every morning, your muscles will start to eat away at it. You won't have as much strength as you had before. And I feel like what helps me is just to keep going, like literally, like keep going, keep making stuff, keep putting stuff out there. Because literally, like when you do stuff, the more you do stuff, the faster you do things, the less time you have to think about it, right? So it's right. and I've heard somebody else, Stephanie Perry, like talk about that this weekend on her channel, and she talked about like or she was like in the army, I think, like during her training, basically the person who was leading them was saying like, just keep going so you don't have time to think about fear. You know what I mean? And so literally I feel like even in my own life, I feel like that's what I keep doing. I just keep doing stuff. Like I just keep trying new things. I keep trying to put myself out there to do new things because I want to push the limits. I want to see what could happen. What's the best that could happen, right? And also see like what the worst is that could happen, because usually what the worst is not really it's not as great as the best thing that could happen from doing a thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
No, that makes sense, and I agree. Like once you get the ball rolling, it's hard to stop it, you know, and you just got to keep it going. And at some point, the momentum will be going so much that you're just going to accomplish so much more. So I think that's great. You know, just saying, just keep trying, keep practicing, and being brave in that moment and doing your thing. I think that's awesome. There's a lyric in the song, a little snippet of it. You said they're watching from the stands. And I think that's interesting that you bring that up. And like you're creating this imagery of, you know, the person actually in the ring or on the court or on the field. And then you have people who are in the stands that oftentimes some people like to call them haters or people who aren't supportive or anything like that. Like from that perspective, like what would you say, like how do you identify those people who are spectators? And maybe how do you identify if you are a spectator? Because I think sometimes people, they, you know, it all goes part of that fear. Like they think maybe I can't get in the game or I can't be on the field, and maybe they don't even know that they are a spectator. So how would you identify somebody as being a spectator?
Ooh, spectator. Okay, yeah. So the imagery of like being in the ring, like being in an arena, right? When I think I liken that to people talking about sports. Everybody has every criticism to say about basketball players, football players, but they're not on the field with them. Like, you know, and so it's different with people who play sports, of course. But of course, people in the stands, like they're just watching, they're just spectators. And so they have these ideas of what a perfect move or a perfect execution would look like. When in reality, if they tried it on their own, you know what I mean? You don't know what it would look like for yourself. Like it's harder to do the thing than to talk about the thing. And I feel like as a spectator, a lot of spectators talk. They do a lot of talking, right? Like they do a lot of judging, a lot of critiquing of other people. They can be really, really harsh in their criticisms of other folks. But I think for them, they might be dreamers themselves, and they're just not executing what they want to do. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're doing things, you don't have time to talk about people. Like you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have time to do that. And you recognize people who are in the stands with you and you celebrate them. You bring them up with you. You don't compete against them. Like you love on them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're a person who has dreams and you're not acting on those dreams, I don't think those dreams just go away. I feel like I said, I feel like they turn into a cancer. They eat at you, right? They eat at you and they bother you, and you know, and you're irritated by other people being happy or other people chasing their own dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it bother you that other people are chasing your dreams? Chase your own. There's enough room for all of us to eat, enough room for all of us to win. And I feel like the world would be a better place if everybody did chase their dream. That's just my opinion. So
no, yeah, that's great. I like that. I like that. And it makes me think of like how you're again that idea of like a sporting event or something like that. You have those who are in the stands or the audience, but it makes me think about like I know that you've mentioned the idea of like kind of getting back to childlike experience and childlike perspective. It makes me think about recess. You know, like there aren't any real spectators in recess. You know, like everybody's playing. Everybody's having a good time.
Unless you're in trouble, but yes.
But in general, no. But in general, you know, everybody's engaged in recess and everybody's having a great time, and it's a wonderful experience. You know, I think that a lot of what you're saying is that everybody, like you mentioned, everybody can eat, so everybody can have that opportunity to have their moment when they're having a great time, and you know, it can be more like recess rather than a sporting event.
I love that. I love that. Recess more than a sporting event. I think that's wonderful.
I think I got a couple more questions.
Sure.
And so, in a lot of your art and the work that you do, you really do encourage people, and specifically Black women. You encourage Black women to be braver on their own journeys and things like that. And which is, I applaud that. Like, it's absolutely necessary. You know, we need Black women to continue to thrive and be absolutely amazing. And they deserve all the flowers and all the kudos and everything, because without Black women, we would have like nothing. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate your work and what you do, you know, to continue to support your sisters in that. In the song, you mentioned playing it safe, with all of your art and everything that you're doing to encourage Black women and to be creative and to be great in their own right, why do you think so many people play it safe?
Because it's scary, right? Like I feel like it's scary. The unknown is scary, and I feel like playing it safe seems easier in the moment, but I feel like it's harder on the back end, right? Like I feel like playing it safe is comfortable, and we want to be comfortable. Who doesn't want to be comfy? You know what I mean? And so when you're doing something and it's a sure thing, you're not risking anything. You don't have to lose anything. Like there's no, it's like, I mean, something could happen, of course, right? Like we've seen people literally during COVID lose their jobs, like their comfortable positions because of the pandemic. But it's like for what we know, like we want what we know. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like, and there's like the psychology about it. Like your brain seeks the easiest way to do things, and so it's gonna like push away things that seem like it's a challenge because like no, we're trying to be efficient, we're trying to get things done. And I feel like that could be that, or it could just be, again, like I said, like wanting to feel comfortable. Like nobody wants to feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why a lot of people tend to play it safe, or they don't know that they don't have to play it safe. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some people don't know that you don't know what you don't know until you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like, excuse me. So I feel like for a lot of us, like we don't know what's going to be on the other end of us making that hard phone call, or us applying for that job, or us, going to the school, or whatever it is, like embarking on this thing and this unknown thing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, I hope that answers. Yeah. One thing
No,
I want
no.
to shout out. Can I say something real quick?
Of course, it's your show.
Shout out to Uncle Brian. Thank you. I love you. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just have one last question, and again, thank
Sure.
you for creating your art and sharing it with the world, because it's something, again, that I believe even you choosing to release this song during this very chaotic and fearful time to encourage people to be brave. Just thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
What are some things that you're still struggling to be brave in?
Ooh, that's a good question. Everything. I feel like I'm so serious. Everything. Like I don't have it figured out. I don't want to ever come across like I have it all figured out, because I don't. I'm afraid of doing a lot of things. I'm afraid of, like I said, putting music out there, like this song, like having this live, like that was scary for me, or it's not scary anymore, but it was scary for me. Literally, I have dreams that I want to accomplish. I feel like fear is one factor of them, but I also feel like access is another factor that's stopping me from doing things. Because I like doing stuff. I like trying stuff. But if I don't have the finances, or, if I don't know the people, then I can't really get them done. But I will say, for me, I feel like taking compliments is hard. That's something I'm struggling with. It really is. Like, I be wanting to hide when people are like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, but I really feel like it's just, it's just awkward. I feel like for me sometimes I'm trying to get to the root of that. I think it has something to do with like being seen, like the fear of being seen and people knowing what you do, because they can't unknow, right? Like you can never not be seen again. Like once you're seen, like you're seen. So being seen is hard. Accepting that I'm good enough. I suffer with imposter syndrome, heavy. Like, people want me to sing at stuff, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you positive you want me to sing at this thing? Like at a wedding, I'm like, are you sure? Like my uncle asked me to sing at his wedding. I'm like, you positive you want me to sing at your wedding? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. And I'm trying really hard to say yes before I can say no. Like I'm trying really hard to be like, let me consider that, instead of being like, here's all the things that could go wrong. Here's all the things that could go right. You know what I mean? So yeah, hope that makes sense.
No, yeah, thank you again. I thank you. I don't have any more questions, and I'm not sure. Maybe you got some questions in the chat or anything like that. But
I did.
thanks again for
Thank
what you're doing.
you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, and thank you for all your help on the song. I really appreciate that.
of course.
I do.
No problem.
Yay. Okay. Do you want to stay on, or do you want to? I don't know.
I would like to go away now.
Okay. LOL, Marquita Coneheads. You crazy? Because these unicorns were weird.
Right.
All right, but thank you, Jamal. Thank you for everything. Shout out to Jamile. Thank you for all your help with the technology, with the song, with everything. I appreciate you. Love you. See you later.
Love you.
Oh, yay. That was great. Okay, so we do have a couple of questions. Okay. Oh, thank you, Candace, and hi. So Matthew says, and before like we end everything, so Matthew says, I've listened to your album and I feel you have potential. Thank you. I'm currently vaccinated. I read an article from CNN written by Nagur Slav. saying music is a bad thing for people. Thoughts? I disagree. I don't think music is bad for people. I think music makes life better. Like I feel like we all have soundtracks to travel, to sad moments in our lives. We can listen to a song and be taken there, or like, thinking about happy times. So I don't think that music is bad. I don't. I disagree. Anybody else can share their thoughts in the chat below if you want to. But yeah, I don't think it's bad. Cone heads. Thank you, Marquita. Yes. Ariel says, I love that you give all of your ideas a try. Most people don't have the courage to bring ideas to life, let alone share it. No, I agree. I want to try everything. I want to live multiple lives in one life. I want to sail across the world, and one day I'm going to do it. I want to, what I'm saying? Like, I have things that even sound crazy to people. Like, you can't do, why not? Why can't I do it? You know what I mean? I made a candle last week for the first time. I want to be a kid again. Because I feel like when we're children, and I don't mean like, okay, I want to be a kid again. Because I feel like when we're kids, like we're given room to explore and to try new things. And as we become an adult, we feel like we have to be this person. We have to do this thing. This is what we're known for. You know what I mean? And I feel like that awe and wonder doesn't leave us, but we feel like we have to throw it away because we become an adult. I don't want to do that. I want to have fun. I want to live, Cousin Mike says, keep going regardless of what happens. You're doing what you love. So tell yourself that you'll give out before you give up. Absolutely. I'll give out before I give up. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Amass says, I'm going to take down my pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce and put, that's funny. And put up one of this couple. You're sweet. That's funny. That's funny. Kristen says, just got here. Welcome. But want to celebrate with you. Yay, congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations to you. Like I said, we're still celebrating you guys too. I still want to hear what you all are proud of yourselves for. Jennifer says, girl, preach. When you're busy chasing your dreams, you don't have time to criticize others. You don't. And you also get it, right? Like you get it. You get how hard it is. Like singing, like when I go to open mics now, I not that I ever laughed before because I always felt that was mean, but people laugh at people at open mics. I never laugh because it takes courage to get up there in front of other people and share what you want to share. And if I like it or not, it doesn't have anything to do with me respecting you, right? Like it's about, I see you, I acknowledge your strength and your courage to get up there and make yourself vulnerable, and I celebrate you, So yeah, let's see. Nedra says, Alecia, you mentioned that you wrote the song a few years ago. How do you know which of your writings to sing and which will remain writings? Ooh, that's good. I just go with it. Like I wish that I had like an actual like workflow. I literally just be winging everything. But I think that some ideas I need to chew on more. Some things I need to work through in real time, and they're not ready to be shared. Like so if stuff is still personal, it still hurts, it's still tender. Because I know I'm sensitive, I have to put guards around my heart. Like I have to know like, oh, I can't share this with everybody because if they mistreat it, it's gonna hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? So if I'm dealing with things that are more personal, then I might wait until I process that thing to put it out there, or I might not put it out there at all. Like everything is not for public consumption, and that's okay. Like some stuff is just for personal things or for people who are close to you. But for the most part, if I have worked through it in real time and I'm okay, you know what I mean? Then I put it out there. And some songs flop. Some songs are not good, and I'd be like, that was cute. We're moving on to the next one. But I don't allow the fact that song flopped or it wasn't good to stop me from creating more things. You know what I mean? So I just keep going. And sometimes also I revisit ideas. So this song, like I said, was written a few years ago. And at the time I wasn't ready to put it out there yet. You know what I mean? And I think I was really just getting comfortable with my voice because I felt like I had to have all this production and all these instruments and all this other stuff. And I was like, no, I just want to put out the song. You know what I mean? So yeah. And everybody's not going to like every song I put out, and that's okay. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know if that answered your question or not. I'm sorry. Ariel said same, yes. Black Butterfly says, listening to your music is therapeutic and it feels so organic and authentic. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy it. Marcus, come through. Where can I follow you? Promote thyself. That's another fear I didn't mention, self-promotion. As I get the links to promote myself, right? I have a fear of self-promotion. I have a fear of promoting myself. I have a fear of looking like, I don't know what it is. I think it might be, again, being seen, of course, like someone seeing me, right? But also I think it's the fear of like being looked at as arrogant or conceited, but it's just confidence. Why can't I just be confident in myself, right? Yeah. So I'm going to actually share this email. So because the raffle was not working, if you all could sign up at this email link below, I will email a winner. When they win, I'll shout you out when it comes out. I just want to, the stuff isn't working, and that's okay. But I'm just gonna email and pick a few people because we have a book that I wrote that I'm putting out there for other people, Matter, and this is for my other music project. I have Black Girl Creative. If you're a Black woman and you want to create more stuff, I suggest this for you. I'll let you pick what you want to get as well. I have a songwriting book that I wrote. I have another book called Healing in Haikus that I've never released. See, you see what I'm saying? Like I gotta just put the stuff out there. And I also have t-shirts. I have a shirt that says loved and a shirt that says be brave. So when you win, I will email you and let you know that you won, and I'll allow you to pick what you want as your prize. So yeah, okay. You can follow me everywhere: Instagram, Alecia Renece. Like that is how it's appearing here, just one word. So Alecia, ALECIA RENECE, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, I'm on there, but I'm not really saying much. Facebook, I'm usually just retweeting what I see or just talking about my lunch. Yeah, my website is aleciarenece.com. And if you want to email me, you can email me at, hold the book. So y'all, my mom and my husband are texting me and telling me what to do. So again, the books I have are Healing in Haikus. It's a bunch of haikus I wrote while I was healing. It is a songwriting book. This is 31 days of songwriting. So if you are a songwriter or just a writer and you want some practice, I like it. Matter, again, this book went with my previous music project that I put out in 2018 or 17. But I wrote poetry and prose in this, and I have photos. So yeah, it's a photo book with writing. So yeah. And again, Black Girl Creative, which is a love letter that I wrote to creative Black women it's a love letter to Black women, creator, dreamers, and makers. So yeah, those are the things so far. I'll have more stuff coming soon. So yeah, yes, yay, awesome. Jennifer says, I never laughed or cheered louder over laughter because it takes courage. It does take courage. Nedra says, okay, thank you for sharing that. It's pretty organic, which is a good thing. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay. Let's see. Black Butterfly says, who or what are some of your musical inspirations? Okay, here we go. You ready? So of course I got to shout out my grandmother, my aunts, my Auntie Marty, my Auntie Jackie, my mommy. These people literally were foundational in me singing. I love y'all. I feel like I'm gonna cry. That's okay. But literally growing up watching them sing, like I'm like, oh snap. Like, so they're definitely my inspirations. Also, I love Motown. I love older music. That's kind of my thing. I love older music. I love like funk, soul. I really like every kind of music, to be honest. But yeah, most of the music I like is soul, funk, R&B. I love, again, Motown is my favorite. Temptations is my favorite group of all time. I love the Temptations. I know everything about them. It's unhealthy. What else? Yeah, and I really owe that. I even owe like my musical taste to like my parents and my uncles and my aunts. You know what I'm saying? Like really just like, because when you're younger, no one asks you what you want to listen to. You listen to what your parents and what your family want to listen to. So the music that they played literally is a soundtrack to my life. Like the gospel, the funk, the blues, like the hip hop even. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got a lot of taste of different things, and I feel like I add all those things to my music. So yeah. Okay, Nedra says, thank you. Yay, you're welcome. Ashley says, I enjoy your emails. It gets me through some tough days. Oh yeah, that makes me happy. So y'all, so my emails, I want them to be set up like love letters. So like every week you get some encouragement, you get something positive, hopefully, or just something like vulnerable and just real. Yeah, and that's my goal. So that makes me really happy that you feel that way. Thank you. Ariel says, internet strangers call me arrogant every day. It's okay. Listen, they don't know you. It's annoying. People with confidence is intimidating to other folks, and I don't get it. Let's see. 1 second. Ooh. Yes. It is Pop Pop's birthday. Shout out to Pop Pop. Absolutely, Uncle Brian. Now that you're writing and singing, what advice do you have for me to get started? I would say just write. Just write. Like, for anyone who wants to get started, I would say just write. Like, don't worry about what is bad, what is good. That doesn't matter. Like, write about what's real. Write about what's real to you. And the people will find your stuff helpful. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even the stuff that I write is not the best. I know I'm not the best writer. I know that, right? Like, but I write what's real, and I write for where I am today, which is why I like to listen to my old music. I'd be like, ooh, I would have done that differently, or I would have said that differently, or because I like to see the progress. But you don't make progress until you start making stuff. Like, it's okay. Like, literally in the beginning, expect to be bad. Like, it's okay to be bad. It's okay. But the more that you, like, because there was this Ira Glass, this famous person, talked about this separation between your taste and what you can do, and how at some point, like, it's going to meet in the middle, right? Like, so your taste, you might have a taste for sensations, so to speak, but you don't know how to play instruments, you don't know how to sing, you don't know how to do none of that stuff. But like, you should still get started. That's not a reason not to get started, just because you can't be, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. But also, like, you shouldn't want to be those people. You should want to be you. And I feel like it's, of course, it's messing up. Of course. But I feel like the more that I'm making music, the more I want to be me. So I hope that y'all heard that. But yeah. All right. Yay. Awesome. Kristen P said just entered / signed up. Oh my gosh, I didn't. Okay. Hopefully, let me actually do this. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? If you can't, let me know, because okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me, see me. No? Okay. Okay, you can hear me? Awesome. Okay, wonderful. Just a little pixelated. Okay. Hopefully it's better now. But no, I did not talk about Artico. I did not talk about Artico at all, and I should have. But basically, hopefully you all can still see me. If you can't, that's okay. Hopefully you can hear me. But recently I was able to be interviewed. Shout out to Ade. Interviewed by Howard University's TV station WHUT, and so they interview people. They have a section called Artico, where they interview artists, and so I was able to be interviewed by them. So I'm literally, like, they said that it's airing now, but we don't even have that station here, and so I'm like, no. So now I have to wait till it goes on the internet. But once it goes on the internet, I'll share it with all of you all in real time when I see it. So yes, thank you for that reminder. Thank you, because there's so many things that I've that are happening, and I need to be more intentional about celebrating each and every milestone, like I talked about, and not being ashamed to be happy that things are happening in my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I am excited. I was honored that they asked me to come on the show, that they interviewed me, that they asked about me, and they also interviewed Jamile, which was really cool. So that was really cool. So yeah. Ashley Mitchell says, where can we buy your books? So yeah, you can buy my books on my website. Let me actually put the website here. www.aleciarenece.com. Y'all get me together, because I should have this stuff. I should have this stuff together. But aleciarenece.com, you can buy all my books, all the music, even some prints if you like prints, art prints and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Yay. Ade said she put the link to the article stuff in there. So I'm gonna check it out too. So yay. Nedra says, I don't remember to celebrate, so I can celebrate posting a video of myself drawing in Facebook stories last week. Yesterday at church, one of my cousins told me how much she liked it. Yay, that's worthy of celebration. Shout out to you. Celebrate you. That's awesome. Okay, great. Yay. Oh, hi, Cousin Ponce. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Everybody came through. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Margot says, look at you. Yay. Yeah, so I'm doing things. So, I mean, things are happening. What's coming up? So, again, Artico, having that on there. I have my song coming in a commercial, y'all, which is crazy. I just signed the contract last week. I wasn't going to say anything because I always wait to sign the contract first, because people change their mind just like that. But the contract is signed. I'm going to be, my cover of Mr. Postman is going to be in an AAG commercial. So with Tom Selleck, which is like, what? And so that was random. Like, they reached out to me and said they want to put my song in a commercial. And so that's what's happening. Shout out to Israel. He's also, he's accompanying me in that song. So shout out to you. I don't know if you're here, but if you're not, that's okay. Still shout out to him. He helped me put together the track for that. So yeah, God is good. No, seriously. Because y'all, it's been a long time. Like, I've been waiting for my music to do something. You know what I mean? Like, I've been waiting for it to do something, to be like, okay, this is all adding up to something, right? Like you're putting in all these hours, all this effort. Other people aren't really, seeing what you're doing behind the scenes. They're only looking at what's happening in the front. And if you're not on the Grammys, if you're not, doing music videos and stuff like that, then you're not really celebrated like that. And so it was really like wearing on my self-esteem. Like, is this really working? Like, is this like, what is happening? And I feel like what God is showing me is like, just to keep following, taking small steps, keep following the path and doing like the next best thing. So y'all, like, I couldn't plan for that. I couldn't ask for that. Like, that was all God. I'm not even playing. Yes, thank you. It was so random. It was very random. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Hi, it's good to see you. Yes, thank you, Ariel. Yeah, wow is correct. I was like, is this real? Like, how you get emails and you're like, is this spam? Is this real? But it was real, and the contract is signed. So we're good. But yes, let me make sure I'm getting everybody. Marcus Hearts, yay. Janefa says, I launched my website for my new coaching biz and I went live on IG for the first time. Yeah, shout out to you. I shout out you out at the beginning of the live. Thank you. Thank you for being here as well. Congratulations. Big things popping. I hope so. I'm hoping like this is the beginning of like new and good. You know what I mean? Like just new and good. But I think it goes to show that when you're doing your work, like when you're doing the work, when you're sowing seeds, like stuff has to happen. You know what I mean? Like something has to happen. And I didn't know me covering that song randomly was like 3 years ago was going to yield this kind of result. I had no idea. You know what I mean? But I just took the next best step. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. That's my cousin. Yes. Thank you, Aria. Yay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Nedra says, congratulations on your rendition of the song, Getting on the AAG commercial. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. This weekend I have a gig. I'm performing at a retreat. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so more things are coming. I'm just open to what's happening. I'm trying to take, every step, one step at a time, not get overwhelmed, not do too much, but really just thank God along the way. And thank y'all for supporting me because, no, seriously, it really means the world to me. Do you think I have what it takes? I think you can. I think you could do it. Like, and honestly, I was like, I don't even know if I've heard you sing before. So I don't even know, but I think, oh no, is it working? It's not working. Okay, are we working now? Are we back? But yes, Uncle Brian, do the thing. Do it. I would love to see it. Oh my bad, I came late. Thanks. No worries. You don't have to apologize. Don't apologize. Yes. Okay, well, you all, I think I've shared everything. I can also share with you my Etsy link so that if you all want to get the t-shirt, you can. But again, if you sign up for my emails, then you're going to be entered into the contest anyway to win. But just showing it to you there. Yeah. So it is 9:25. I want to respect your time. It is Monday. Y'all got to work in the morning. I understand. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. I love y'all so much. I didn't even get to open my thing. So let me open this first, okay? I bought myself a little umbrella for my drink. So we're going to see. I might just have to ask Jamal for some help because I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm scared, actually. I'm scared. Let's see. But yes, I just want to thank y'all for being here. Okay. Woo. We did it. All right. Oh, yeah, you have a good evening as well. But first, we're going to do a toast. So let me pour a little bit in here. Oh, yay. Hi, Miss Pam. Thank you for being here. Let's pour some up. So whatever you're drinking, wherever you are, we're going to make a toast. All right. Tell me what y'all drinking. I'm gonna put my little umbrella in here. I never did this before. But you're worthy of being celebrated, y'all. Celebrate yourselves. You deserve it. You are a big deal. You are a big deal. All right, so umbrella. Is this how you open it? There we go. Okay, so cheers to you for being brave, for doing hard things, for taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, for taking, oh, okay, y'all tell me what y'all drinking. Tequila, champagne, I see y'all. Shanice, yes, just iced tea, absolutely. Ariel, Riesling, absolutely. I got water because I haven't had enough today. That's beautiful, that's good. We need more water. Nedra says, thank you for creating this event. It's a wonderful reminder to celebrate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being here with me. Mommy says water. Girl. But I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all. I see y'all. I celebrate you. You're doing big things. Like I said, you're a huge deal. Make sure you're taking time to celebrate yourself, to love on yourself, to love other people, to get in the ring, get in the game, play your life. Like, you only get one life, y'all. Like, literally make sure that you're doing the things that you want to do. Like, I hate for it to sound cliche, but it's true. Like, we should be living the life that we want to live. Let's see. Water, Dr. Pepper and brandy mix. Ooh, I never tried that before. That actually sounds interesting. Also, shout out to Pop Pop. May you rest in peace. I love you. I miss you. And yes, may we continue to be brave. Cheers to everybody. Yes. So Pop Pop is my grandfather. I don't know if the internet, you acting up? No. Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. But yes, Pop Pop is my granddad. Today would have been his birthday. So shout out to Pop Pop. I love you. Miss you. And I love you all. Thank you all for being here with me. I feel like I'm going to cry. Thank you guys. Yay. And may we always remember the people whose shoulders we stand on. Absolutely. So I love you. And until next time, y'all, keep creating, keep doing stuff. And I'll see you all on the next live. Yay. Oh, and I guess I should share the song with you guys if you want to purchase it. So here, Uncle Brian saying he have a party. I know that's right. I wish I was having a party. I wish. So yay. Let me finish reading you all's comment. Margot says, proud of you and happy for the continuing of your journey. Thank you so much. Margot says, what's Pop Pop's name? Carl Neely. Carl Neely. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Sorry. Shanice, happy. Yes, thank you. We appreciate y'all. Yay, bye. Good night, everybody. Cheers, clinks. Much love to you all. Bye. And shout out to my family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right. Bye. Oh, bye, Annie Jackie. Love you. All right. Bye, everybody.